Hi, welcome to Zgadgetreview. I hate to tell you that I told you so, but I told you so. So it seems like Stadia is about to tank and probably eventually close down. Today, Stadia announced that they are shutting down their in house studios. What does this mean? This means that Google won't be pumping any more development money into Stadia as a gaming platform from their side. So they're not going to be making exclusive games for Stadia anymore. They're just going to rely on third party games, pretty much saying that if you're a studio who wants to make games for Stadia, then woohoo, you are welcome to do so. But how is that an incentive for a third party studio to make a game for a platform that is kind of being left behind by its developer, maker, creator? Stadia is technically not going away right now. I mean, it will in the future. You can book it. And this is the statement that they give out. In 2021, we're expanding our efforts to help game developers and publishers take advantage of our platform technology and deliver games directly to their players. We see an important opportunity to work with partners seeking a gaming solution, all built on Stadia's advanced technical infrastructure and platform tools. We believe this is the best path to building Stadia into a long-term sustainable business that helps grow the industry. So what does that mean? That means that Stadia will continue as a platform for third-party developers, but no longer for exclusive content from Stadia, which poses the question, why would I want to pay Stadia money for games that I can play anywhere else? Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Luna, xCloud, or Game Pass, whatever you want to call it. There's 5 different platforms that I just mentioned to you that I can play games on, the same games that are going to be on Stadia. So what's the point? Creating best-in-class games from the ground up takes many years and significant investment, and the cost is going up exponentially. Given our focus on building on the proven technology of Stadia as well as deepening our business partnerships, we've decided we will not be investing further in bringing exclusive content from our internal development team SG&E beyond any near-term planned games, with the increased focus on using our technology platform for industry partners. Hey, guess what? We thought that making games was going to be super easy and really cheap. But we have noticed that making games takes a long time and a lot of money. More money that we are willing to invest into this POS service. Because none of you are paying enough money for us to make games. So guess what? Goodbye. We're just going to shut down. And if somebody else wants to put games in our service and you're willing to continue paying us money, then the service will continue. Otherwise, that is technically what they are saying on this statement. And what sucks the most is that when Google announced Stadia, they announced it as this big, huge platform that was going to thrive for years on end, and they were going to put all their efforts into it and blah, 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 blah. But the problem was that that promise was based on an infrastructure that doesn't really exist, right? The problem from day one was you can play 4K games on any device, anywhere you are. Well, not really, because you need something that's called the internet. And unless you have access to very fast internet, you cannot take advantage of Google's promise. And the problem is that, again, the average consumer who uses a service like this, who just goes by what the marketing is telling them, what the information that the company is giving them, when they go home and try to use the service that they've been promised is going to work in a certain way, and it doesn't work in that way, then that person stops using it and says, I'm done. I don't want to use this service anymore. Now, the other issue here is that Stadia is coming to LG TVs as a gaming platform, which, okay, could give a little more life to the service because it's going to be prominently on people's TVs. But again, what's the incentive for me to buy your service? The reason consoles existed before were because they were accessible and because you could get games that you couldn't get anywhere else. I mean, Nintendo still around and thriving because of that specific reason, that you can get games there that you cannot get anywhere else. That exclusivity brings people in. Exclusivity creates revenue, makes a platform thrive. To me, Stadia closing down their studios and saying we're not going to make any more games exclusively for this platform, it takes a lot of time and money. We didn't think it was going to be like that kind of thing. Obviously proves that they are on their way out, right? I mean, it only makes sense that this is the first step to shutting down in a few months, if not the year. And I think that if you are a Stadia subscriber, you should probably consider your subscription. Will anything change when Stadia comes to LG TV sometime next year? Probably. Will Stadia come to LG TVs at some point next year? Who knows at this point? Because obviously, this wasn't probably in the plans when they announced that Stadia was going to be part of WebOS sometime this year. But if you're a Stadia subscriber, sucks. It sucks that companies give you all these plans and ideas and promises of something that's going to be. And then one, they don't deliver. Two, they just throw the towel and they make a statement like, hey, this is a lot harder than we thought it was going to be. Sorry. Are you a Stadia subscriber? Does this affect the way you feel about Stadia? Will you continue with your subscription? Let me know in the comment section. That's it for me. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have new videos. And thank you very much for watching.